Welcome to PPI Recording Studio nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the third weekly episode for the month of August 2026 for Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing and interview series, because we are getting it out to the nation and beyond. First vote of your seats come up, and I'm booking for this year's 5th annual Scot Singing Santa personal visits for holiday season 2026. You see that flyer on the screen as I've been talking. You can book me through my email address or certainly my phone number, and have vocal cords will travel. Certainly you're going to see a photo of Santa as I'm talking here, but it's always a lot of fun, and definitely get the cords all tuned up and ready to go. Very fun singing around the tree with the kids, certainly with the handout packages as well. Next photo is for last week's episode here in Dedication Around the Nation. It's August 13, 2026. If you've not seen it, live link in the text description area makes it very easy to click on to watch. First follow-up to that August 13, 2026 episode. You're going to see that on your screen, and I introduced you last week to this belted Kingfisher that I found walking here in Manhattan a couple weeks ago. And it was right on Park Avenue, right around East 28th Street, and it was huddled against the building. And I stopped and I hung out with it for a bit. Most likely it had flown into the side of the building or a window, which is very common here in New York, certainly because of the tall skyscrapers, right? And I've had experience with this before, so I hung out with it for a bit. Now the follow-up to this is, you're going to see that poster right here now on your screen. I have a close-up or a headshot of it, which is so cool because it's so definite in the feathers and the eye. It's like dead on. Really, really cool shot. It's probably the closest I'm ever going to be to a belted Kingfisher in my life, but very, very cool. Next one you're going to see, and that is another follow-up for August 13, 2026, and this is a nonprofit now. This is our 5th episode or 5th week that we are promoting this particular nonprofit. It's called Ocean Conservation Namibia. Now, it takes place in the country of Namibia, which is on the continent of Africa. It's on the Atlantic coast, and their mission, because it is a nonprofit, is twofold. Number one, it's about making people understand more of an awareness, if you will, of ocean trash and debris and the effect that it has on the critters in the water, in the ocean, and on the beach. And also they do every day, they are right on the beam doing this. They are out there saving these Cape fur seals that get debris on them, whether it be a piece of clothing or whether it be, like, for example, very common is fishing line that gets trapped around their neck. There's a lot of that. Also, you're going to see this one on. This is a new video I took from their YouTube channel, and it really depicts what I'm talking about here. You're going to see it on your screen. And this is a white fishing net that encompasses about 85 to 90% of a seal. Now, how can a seal sustain its life this? They can't. So this is what these folks do day in and day out, and it's unrelenting. It's constant. So fortunately for this particular seal that you see on your screen, the fellows came in, meaning the staff for Ocean and Conservation Namibia, and they released or got rid of that net so it could live and have a better shot at living and functioning normally as it should. Live links in the text description area to their website, Facebook page, and YouTube channel. So that follow-up to now this photo right down here, this poster, and this is the newest aggregate of recycling. This is a 5-mile walk I did in Waterbury, Connecticut. You're going to see it on your screen. And this is all the stuff I collected. And it's all street trash, people, but it's all recyclable. Each and every piece that you see on the screen is recyclable. I brought it all home, and that's where it's all getting dispersed to. But the bigger problem with that is if it stays in the street, eventually it's going to find its way into the waterways, whether it be a brook or a stream or a pond or a lake or estuary like Long Island Sound or certainly the Atlantic Ocean, for example. And then my friends like the Cape fur seals and also the, right here, the belted Kingfisher are going to have to deal with that stuff. So please head it off of the past. Think more about how you get rid of garbage and certainly be more aggressive about recycling, please. It would definitely help everybody involved. So next one you're going to talk about, this is a new nonprofit that we're going to talk about here today briefly, and this is via KTLA TV, Los Angeles, California. I just saw this 2 days ago, so this is brand new. And this is so cool. It's 5 brown pelicans that were rehabbed and released on this beach in Huntington Beach. And so cool. It's only about a 3-minute news report. Live link in the text description area to KTLA. Please subscribe to the channel as I have done to help support them as well. But it all is for the nonprofit Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center, which is new to me. I never heard of them before. And so we're promoting them here today via KTLA news report, right? So I'll have live links in the text description area to their website, also their Facebook page, help get the word out for that nonprofit. They have been in existence since 1997, so they have their 30th year coming up next year. That's incredible. So God bless them for all of what they do. Congratulations on the 5 pelicans that they rescued, rehab, and now released on Huntington Beach. Very, very cool. So we have a anniversary today, and that is for Paul and Jackie Solano. This is not the first year that we celebrated their anniversary. And the photo on your screen, this is a photo I took 3 years ago at a nonprofit event for Gotham Whale up in Charlestown, Massachusetts. That is from left to right, I believe it is, and that's Paul Cisuerta Sr., his gal pal Bonnie, who is a very, very sweet woman. And then that's Paul Solano, and then his wife Jackie. So that's the photo that you see here. So happy anniversary to Paul and Jackie. That was this past weekend. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, dear Paul and Jackie. Happy anniversary to you. That deserves a horn. There you go. Happy anniversary. Now, Paul is also the general manager of Pearl Street Station Restaurant that you've heard me talk about many times on this series. And also I performed up there 3 times in the last about 2 years, a year and a change. So hopefully we'll be back there again performing at some point in time. But happy anniversary to Paul and Jackie. So Project 142 Concert Series is a sponsor to Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing and interview series. You see that logo on your screen? Now, this video series all spawned from Project 142 Concert Series that was created, founded right here in New York City by retired Minister Dick Leonard, 2010, in his home as a very small, intimate house concert series. Offered it to artists and musicians to come in, didn't charge them for the space. It evolved into 3 years. It ran out of space. It grew out of its house. So Dick had to take it outside. Dick got to know me from performing in his home as a Project 142 artist. He approached me, asked me if I would take the challenge and take Project 142 on to the next step. I said, absolutely. I did that for him, made it a nonprofit. There was no website. There was no social media for it. There was no logo for it. I created all of that, which still gets used to this day 13 years later. And we had the mobile concert series, which is when I took it out of his home, really steaming along until April 2020 when the pandemic hit. Everything shut down, life shut down as we knew it. And then I came up with the idea and asked Chip Fabriz, the owner of PPI, I said, hey man, what do you think about doing a video series like once a week? Because nobody's going anywhere, just to stay in contact with people. April 28, 2020, we launched, and here we are now in our 7th season of Dedication Around the Nation. Incredible! Exactly, and we've sponsored now Paul Ponder's podcast series, for example, for the last 2.5 years and change. And you're going to see that on your screen now. They have a brand new episode coming up, interview, August 24, 2026. You're going to see that on your screen. Is coming out. And this is an interview with Sara Vladic. Now, I met Sara at Beneath the Sea here at the end of March 2026. And she was hawking her new book, so to speak. And so I said to Sara, I talked with her, and I said, hey, man, I'd be happy to put it out there for you. So beginning of April of this year, I started promoting Sara's new book. You're going to see that on your screen, The Dangerous Shore. And that now I hooked her up with Paul, and that's now how the interview's coming out, and again, to promote Sara's new book. And by the way, Sara is a New York Times bestseller author. Congratulations, Sara. Live links in the text description is Sara and certainly Paul Ponders. Certainly now Ocean Conservation Namibia, that's a new nonprofit we've been pushing. And certainly new today is Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center in Huntington Beach, California. And International Women in Jazz, long time connection with them. And Jackie Lennon, the president, live link in the text description area to their website. So, going to take it out today with a song, and this is a happy birthday to one of 3 composers of this song. Now, it's been a huge song in my repertoire for many years. I've sung it here at least once or twice a year on this series, and it's certainly a song that's going to live in infamy because it really is a very cool song. It's also very representative of what we talk about here each and every episode for dedication around the nation, and also when I perform live, that vibe exudes out into the audience. So the birthday is for Jackie DeSHANNON. It's her birthday coming up August 21. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jackie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jackie DeSHANNON. So the song is, think of your fellow man, lend them a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You think it's getting late, please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. We'll just wait and see. Another day goes by, still the children cry, put a little love in your heart. You want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. And just wait and see, and if you're looking down, take a good look around, put a little love in your heart. You want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. We'll just wait and see. Yeah, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love. Said put a little love. Happy birthday, Jackie. In your heart, in your heart. Thank you, Chip. All right. Happy birthday, Jackie. Happy anniversary, Paul and Jackie. We'll see you next episode. Check all the live links in the text description there. They are there for you. Nonprofits, small businesses like Pearl Street Station Restaurant, 53 Summer Street, Malden, Massachusetts, celebrating their 40th year of being in business, and absolutely phenomenal video in Noah, Connecticut. We'll see you next episode, and as well, always think of your fellow man. Thank you, Mr. Chip Fabrizi.